The new giant Tree of Life poster featuring every new Gala Pokemon is available now. Pick one up before Christmas as a gift to yourself or to a friend by using the link in the description, and thank you for supporting the channel, as well as those of you supporting on Patreon, such as the Nerd Therapist. Thank you. Hello Pokemon Masters, my name is Toby, and thank you for clicking on this video. Okay, yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield is out and we're all very excited about what's in this game, but what about what's in the next game? What is the next game gonna be? Are we gonna get enhanced versions, or is it finally time for those Diamond and Pearl remakes? I hope so. And in fact, this video has 5 bits of information that I think guarantee that the Diamond and Pearl remakes are inevitable. Bits of information that I've only found while playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. So of course, there's a little bit of a spoiler warning here for the contents of Pokemon Sword and Shield if you haven't played it yet. These things are only small, but hey, you might care about them. Also, if you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out the new Tree of Evolution poster. Those of you who are buying it are supporting the channel, keeping me going, making sure that come January, when ad revenue goes, I've got a little bit of money saved up to make sure that the channel keeps on going. So thank you for supporting the channel. Check out all of the new Pokemon on the tree. It's a really gorgeous bit of artwork. And with that being said, obviously leave comments. Let me know what you think about this video, about if there's any other little hints that I've missed. But here we go. What's going on next year and what are my thoughts about the Diamond and Pearl remakes? So first off, are we expecting them? Yes. In fact, people have been calling for the Diamond and Pearl remakes as early as 2017 when Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came out. Because the generation before that, X and Y, had the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire remakes. Plus, Gen 4 is heavily beloved, and I can't blame people, I love it myself. When you take a look back over the years, there was a 5-year gap between Leaf Green and Fire Red and Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and then another 5 years between that and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It will have, as of 2020, been 6 years. So 5 to 6 years is a pretty good milestone to guess that this year, or 2020, will be the year for Diamond and Pearl remakes. It's perfectly logical to think that they are around the corner, and given the kind of controversies of this last year in terms of lead up and build up to the game, a Diamond and Pearl remake will be a real winner with fans. People just love those games. Okay, sure, but what evidence is there in the games? And do they even leave evidence in the games? Well, yes, they do. There are usually hints to upcoming games in current games. For example, in X and Y, there was a reference to a Ruby and Sapphire wedding anniversary, which was a nice little poke and hint towards the fact that they were about to do Hoenn remakes. There were a number of others. And actually, as far back as Sun and Moon, people have been saying, hey, areas of the first island in Sun and Moon resemble Pearl Harbor and the Diamond Head volcano, so Diamond and Pearl, and yeah, okay, that's cute. But here are some actual, in my opinions, real ones. Starting off with number 1, the only Arceus Plate that you find in the game is the Pixie Plate. Found on your way between Hammerlock and Sirchester, this plate is the only plate that changes Arceus' type that exists within the game. It's the only findable one. That's fascinating because in the original Diamond and Pearl, this plate wouldn't have existed because the fairy type didn't exist. Why bother programming in a plate for Arceus unless you're putting Arceus in the game? We know from the game's code that Arceus will not be one of the transferable legendaries, and that's kind of my second point as well, but I'll get to that. Why bother having this item here unless you're going to put the rest of the plates and Arceus into the generation, where this is going to be an item that can be traded for use in the games? And of all the plates to appear, the Pixie Plate, because the Pixie Plate wasn't in the original Diamond and Pearl? Come on, you're making it really obvious. So yeah, number 2, the second thing I want to talk about is when you look at the Pokemon that are coded into the game but not transferable, you're looking at a number of legendary Pokemon and a number of starter Pokemon. The Kanto starters, the Alola starters, they are going to be transferable once Pokemon Home is out. And in terms of legendaries, you've got the Black and White legendaries and the Alola legendaries, and this makes sense. Because really, these are the legendary Pokemon that are the least likely to be revisited anytime soon. We just had Generation 7 with the Alola game, so we're probably not going to see those legendaries naturally integrated into a game anytime soon. And then when you have a look at, like, say, the Gen 5 Pokemon, Gen 5 is definitely, you know, Gen 4 is next in the line before Gen 5, so yeah, put Zekrom and Reshiram in here. Although, that said, number 3 on this list, the next kind of little thing, is the presence of the item, the Beast Ball. And you might be like, how does that possibly link in with the Sinnoh Remakes? But I've talked about this a lot on the channel before. Ultra Beasts were a key feature of the last games, Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And as we keep on moving on to different generations, unless they completely cut Pokemon from the Pokedex and never bring them around for like years and years to come, they've got to find creative ways to put newer legendary Pokemon into the new games. And much more than the Hoenn region, or the Unova region, or the Johto region, which is also probably due a remake at some point soon, or a revisit of some kind, the Sinnoh region is the perfect region to have Ultra Beasts in it. You can just imagine in the post-game going up to the top of Spear Pillar, much like you did the Altar of Sun and Moon in Sun and Moon, and catching Ultra Beasts through dimensional wormholes. So the very fact that the Beast Ball is in the game, again, it's another item that you don't need to program if you're not planning on having those Pokemon, and the only place where those Pokemon will be appropriate is in Diamond and Pearl remakes. Number 4, similar kind of track, it's another item, it is honey. Honey is in this game, but honey trees are not. And like, why? Why? Probably because slathering honey on the bark of a tree is going to be another upcoming feature in the Diamond and Pearl remakes. But, and if that all wasn't enough to sell you, number 5, the appearance of Type Null. Okay, again, you're probably thinking, what? In the Galar region, there are 5 legendaries. Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus. Oh, and I'm not talking about legendaries that are coded in but aren't in the game. I'm talking about in the game. There are 2 other legendary Pokemon, Type Null and Silvally. Type Null is very clearly based off of Arceus, and it was created as an Ultra Beast Destroyer. We learned about that in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Knowing that we're probably going to get the Ultra Beasts in the Diamond Pearl remakes, having this kind of fake Arceus available to us in the generation via trade, however, not in the main story because that would take away from the authenticness of the Diamond and Pearlness of the remakes, that makes a lot of sense. Perhaps you can only go through the dimensions looking for Ultra Beasts if you have a Type Null or a Silvally with you in the Diamond Pearl remakes. Perhaps that's the only way to access that post-game option. Either way, Type Null being here is really weird because yeah, Type Null and Silvally are legendary Pokemon. They are coded that way. They are part of the games. They certainly were in Sun and Moon. With that in mind, the fact that they are here and Type Null takes inspiration from Arceus, and you can see that as well in the RKS system Silvally has with all of its discs, and how similar that is to Arceus's Plate, there's no way that there won't be something in the remakes that kind of incorporates into this. Only reason for these 2 legendary Pokemon to be here rather than any other legendary Pokemon from any other generation is if they're going to be integrated into Diamond and Pearl remakes. So that's it, that's just 5 reasons. Oh, and by the way, super quick afterthought, point number 6. There's a Krogunk in Hop's room. Why is there a Krogunk there? Hop doesn't use Krogunk. I'll tell you why, because it's one of the many icons of Gen 4. So if the rest didn't sell ya, this is clearly the most defining bit of evidence. I am sure those of you out there who are playing the games are finding more reason and letting me know in the comments. But Diamond and Pearl remakes, 2020, if not 2020, we'll have no game next year, 2021. Diamond and Pearl remakes, they are coming, they have been kept in mind, and I for one cannot wait. Let me know in the comments, of course, this is just my thoughts. And of course, soar high, Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a